What's up, Facetagram?
What's up, guys?
I'm Dustin.
And I'm Tanya.
And we are the shit.
Facetagram, that's a new one.
We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram, so I called it Facetagram.
I like it.
Alright, guys, seriously though.
All business.
All business time. Obviously, we are Sunrise Nutrition and Fitness. And we are here today to discuss rest, recovery, and relaxation.
Mm-hmm. Very important aspects.
Yeah, I would say probably the most underrated thing in nutrition and fitness, period. I say that because we continue to beat our bodies down at work with our diets. No matter what you're eating, you're actually causing inflammation. It's actually a stressor, not necessarily inflammation, but it's actually a stressor on your body. And no matter what it is, even water is a stress on your body. Your body has to do something with it. It has to make energy or release toxins or whatever it is. So everything we do is a stress on our bodies. And if you are not resting, recovering, and even relaxing, we are in dire need of it. I would say it's definitely the most underrated, and I would say that if you can change anything, I would change your sleep, rest, and relaxation schedule. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you go to the gym and you make teeny tiny little tears in your muscles, and the only time that the muscles actually begin to repair is actually during sleep. Crazy, huh? But no, so the recovery phase actually happens immediately. We start to put nutrients into our bodies, but during sleep is when our muscles actually repair themselves. And so you can lift and lift and lift and lift and lift and drink protein shakes and eat and protein shakes and eat. But if you are not sleeping enough, if you are not resting enough, I promise you are not recovering enough, and your muscles are not getting the growth that they could be, all because nobody believes that rest, recovery, and relaxation are important. What's happening? You guys having problems up here? Let's see. I can hear you, but I have a black screen. I see. Oh, hi guys. Angelique, do you see and hear us? Thumbs up. Heart. Let us know what you got. Making sure that we have visual. Okay, so Scott, it's on your end. So today we talk about rest, recovery, and relaxation and why they're important.
For sure.
Those were the reasons that they're important. Here's a few reasons of ways that we do it, that you can do it, try, and start relaxing.
Start relaxing, and I love relaxation. Doing the 75 hard challenge has made that a little bit difficult, but it is getting done. But one of the things that I like to do for some rest, recovery, or relaxation, I like yoga. I never used to get much, like every year I would be like, oh, I'm gonna do more yoga, I'm gonna do more yoga, and I would stop. And this year, we both really made it our focus to try to enjoy and get more yoga in. And so usually on the weekends, we try to at least incorporate some sort of a yoga movement flow, just to stretch out our bodies really good, kind of reset our minds, and just kind of get back in touch with ourselves and release some of that tension that maybe we have from the week or the weekend that we just had. And it really just kind of helps clarify everything for me, and so I can start my new week with a clear, fresh mind.
And Tanya prefers the flow.
I do prefer the flow.
And I prefer more of the yoga stretch.
He likes the
longer
slow
hold,
stretch.
slow, really get my muscles opened up and stretched out. She likes the.
I like the mix of both of
Sure.
them, but I do like the flow because it's just that movement that I'm getting in my body, the blood flow going. And you don't have to go to a yoga class to do yoga. You can honestly, like, we use YouTube a lot. You can find numerous classes on there that are anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes long. You can find ones that are for a flow. You can find some that are just for a stretch hold.
Beginners, morning routines,
Yeah, you
afternoon
can.
routines.
Yeah, you can find ones that are specifically for like stretching the hips out, or maybe more for lower back. Like whatever your needs are. And one of the people that we'll just throw out there
Plug.
is Sarah Beth Yoga. We've used a lot of her videos. She is awesome. She has a lot of variety. So if it's something that you would like to incorporate or try, check her out.
I would also like to say we are not affiliated with her.
No.
We're not connected with her in any way. It's just someone that we have found that has helped us get more into yoga.
For sure.
And hopefully we've helped you get more into nutrition and fitness.
Exactly.
So it's a world circle, and we're going all the way around.
So what is one thing that you like to do?
I like to Netflix and chill, and we don't have Netflix, so you know I'm lying to you now.
Yes,
Now,
right.
I like to, like, honestly, sometimes just watching some YouTube videos about van life or whatever. We don't watch TV. We don't have Netflix. It's all useless expenses. But we do watch a lot of YouTube videos to learn a lot of different things.
Yeah, we use it for more of a learning aspect than enjoyment, I guess.
Sure.
Even though we do enjoy it.
Sure, but I would say that is one of, one of my favorite things to do is watch YouTube videos. We like to eat dinner and watch YouTube videos for maybe like half an hour a day. Other than that, I do a thing called back fix that is a like hold stretch, but it's super intense. It's hard to get through. It's about 12 minutes long. It used to actually be a YouTube video. I believe the guy monetized it, so you can't find the video anymore. But we did it enough times before it got monetized that
We can do it on our own.
Yes. And so I do the back fix, and I really like that. I hate doing it, but it totally makes me feel so much better when I'm done with the stretches. And my back has became a hell of a lot stronger since doing it.
And we do it every other day.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is something that I like to do. What's something you like to do to relax?
I like to get outdoors and do some grounding. Taking my shoes off and walking across the grass, or just soaking up the sun. And you know, sometimes just something simple as going for a picnic and just sitting outside, enjoying each other's company, listening to the birds chirping, taking in the nature, the smells, the sounds, the everything that I can surround myself with nature. I love it. Even something as simple as just going to like the place that we're staying at currently has a pool outdoors, going outside, laying out, soaking up those sun rays, and just relaxing. Like,
Sure.
not thinking so much about anything, but just kind of being present in the moment.
Sure. Yeah, and one of the things I like to do is pop some vents in our bus and hang out in there. And usually in the afternoons on the weekends around 2 o'clock, you're going to find me napping in the bus.
This is true.
And, you know, it might only be for half an hour or so, but truly just taking a quick little release nap.
And sometimes it's not even napping.
Yeah.
It's just closing your eyes for 15 minutes.
Sure.
And just kind of regrouping.
Yeah, totally. But I would say every day on the weekends, I'm having a nap in the bus.
Mm-hmm.
It's peaceful. Like she said, we're in the outdoors. The birds are chirping. The bees are flying. we got the screens up.
Yeah, we just put new screens up so we can keep the bugs out and get the breeze in.
And just catch a little nap. I mean, a little cat nap on the weekends is one of my favorite things to do. And it helps. Every little bit of rest and relaxation and recovery is all helping to regulate your hormones, regulate your appetite, recover your body, and get you ready for more stress. Realistically, it's stress, and that is one of the things that I like to do for rest.
Sure. Another thing that I like to do is just go for a simple walk. Nothing extraneous, nothing like we do a lot of hiking sometimes on the weekends, but I'm talking just a casual walk. Like, it just kind of gives me a moment to have my thoughts to myself and think about things that I normally don't have the time to think about. And I just kind of sometimes get lost in the moment.
A lot of times when we do that, we will pick up trash.
Yeah.
And that is relax. Like, you feel like you're giving back. You feel like you're helping out. You feel like you're making a difference. And so even if it's a handful or a Walmart sack full or even a black bag full, a lot of walks that we take that are just general walks, we pick up trash while we do it. And if every one of our followers would pick up a Walmart sack full of trash every time they went for a walk, what a beautiful world we could make it.
For sure.
And then their friends, and then their friends, and then their friends. And the next thing you know, we've made a humongous difference just in picking up a Walmart sack full of trash while out for a walk.
For sure.
Yeah. The next thing I would say for recovery, I like to foam roll. We used to have a foam roller. We found that we weren't using it as much as we wanted to, and that most gyms that we go to have one, and so we just use theirs. But my quads and hamstrings are always tight, as well as my lower back, and that's part of what I've been working on and fixing, strengthening my core, strengthening my legs and my lower back. And so to roll them out, I also roll out the top of my shoulders and just really like get the myofascial rub in to start releasing some of the blood and loosening up some of the tissues and making you not so tight.
For sure. Another thing that I like to do is just read. I'm not into reading fiction books or anything anymore. I've really gotten into entrepreneurial type self-improvement books thanks to #75hard. But I've continued to read onto those, and also just reading things that I know are going to help me, or things that really interest me to help me grow as an individual or within our business. Those are things that kind of help just kind of relax my mind a little bit, and I kind of dive deep into the reading sometimes and lose track of time.
Sure, and I know at one point we'd kind of lost our way with self-improvement or self-help. I think we had settled. We had did the marriage, we had did the buy a house, we had did the 2 dogs, and we had did the, buy this, and then the next step is you buy that, and make sure you have towel holders for your fancy towels, and but we had the jobs, and we had the 401k and the insurance, and those are all really good things, and I'm not complaining about that at all, don't get me wrong, but we lost track of improving because we already had what we were already married, we already had the house, we were just living. And so now today we have taken a huge challenge upon ourselves to try to improve ourselves every day. If it's 1 degree every day, maybe you'll learn something in 10 pages of reading. And
Sure.
if you're not learning something in the 10 pages that you read, you're reading a crappy book. And that's just 100% honest with you. So yes, a little bit of reading has literally changed our lives. There's been single sentences that I have read that was like, ding, holy cow, that just like totally made something totally clear to me. And so the self-help, the growth has also helped with our recovery, our relaxation. Like you said, we're learning, we're growing, and we're doing things differently than we were, which is more healthy for our bodies.
Sure.
What else we got? I like to, this is crazy, but I like to work out, and we have a pool here. I like to work out at like 6 in the morning and 4 in the morning, from like 4:30 in the morning till like 6 in the morning. And then once in a while, I like to slip my socks and shoes off, and I like to just dive into the pool. Don't care what the temperature is, don't feel it, don't nothing. I just dive in and take it in. You know, it's a shock to your body, it's a shock to your system, and I just like the feeling of it. I like how it's refreshing, it feels great, and that is something I appreciate. And so I like to do it, especially when we have the time.
Sure. Another thing that I like to do is meditation. Sometimes there's a lot of noise around, and it really stresses me out, and sometimes I just need to step away and find a way to do some meditating, get that noise out of my head, and completely just recenter my body, and that way I'm focused and ready to go back to whatever it is that I'm doing.
I know on Sunday we did our Sunday sunset about removing the noise. And if you start paying attention to the noise that's around you, literally, I mean the noise that's around you, it's unbelievable. There was just a kid walking down the hallway screaming. We're right by Interstate 25 in Denver, and if any of you have been on it, it's a disaster.
And it's so loud.
But we go to the gym, and the first thing people do is turn the TV on, and you go in, you know, to have breakfast.
And they got 3 different TVs on
3 different channels, and people are just zoomed in and zoned out on life because there's so much noise going on. And that is one thing that we have definitely tried to do in our simpler lifestyle and in our healthier lifestyle, is just try to remove as much noise as possible.
Sure.
While still staying up to date with everything that we can.
And I think that that's just because like we used to be in that noise, and we were so used to it, and you just become a part of it.
Sure. And
we've removed it, so now when it gets back involved into our life, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even take it sometimes. And that's where it's just nice to just take a step away if you can, and you know, remove that noise for a while and clear your mind and get back into your headspace.
Yeah, I know last weekend we went somewhere that we will be dropping a vlog on our travel channel, and no internet service. No cell phone service, no nothing. And so it was very easy to remove the noise. Actually, matter of fact, we shut our phones off for like 2 days because there was no sense in them being on.
Sure.
Because there was no service. So sometimes getting into nature will remove the noise for you. There won't be an option.
Right.
And that's great. I absolutely love it. I'm grateful for when the noise is gone. And actually, I felt refreshed when we got back. And then it's immediately back to the noise. But just having that little bit of free time was freeing, and it was nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else. I hope that, you know, maybe these are some things that if you haven't yet thought of them, you know, maybe try to incorporate them as ways to help you relax, recover, and I don't remember. But anyway, I hope that you find rest. Thank you.
The 3 R's.
The 3 R's. I hope that you find some way to incorporate maybe one of these things into your life, and maybe it might make a huge difference.
Sure.
If you do try something that we haven't mentioned and it works well for you, drop it in the comments. Let us know what it is. Maybe it's something that we would like to try out. Or if there's something that you haven't tried before that we've mentioned and you do try it and you liked it, let us know. Let us know what you think of these suggestions.
Sure. And we hope, that it was helpful, and we hope that you're able to find some rest, recovery, and relaxation.
Absolutely.
With that, as always, spread love, and God bless.
Bye, guys.